Alright, today I'm having a discussion to Icehouse. I'm trying to tell Icehouse all about my problems. Today's discussion is about child support, a friend of the court. Well, Icehouse, first, want to make out? Yeah, I want to make out with you real quick. So before we have this discussion, Icehouse, I want to make out with you real quick. So how about a kiss? Refreshing. Alright, now, the subject about punk ass friends of the court, child support, whatever. You sit there, no matter what job you work at, the more money you make, the more they're going to take. That's just a given fact. So you can work at Burger King, they're going to take whatever. Anyway, the last job I held, right? I made even more. I thought I would make decent money. They took 80-something% of my checks. 80%. I don't know how they expect a person to be able to pay their rent, their bills, house payment, or whatever, car payment, and all that, and expect, give a friend of the court, child. How do they expect you to do that? Well, here's the thing. If they were taking 80% of my check, that's way over half of what I make. I couldn't make my house payments, couldn't pay my bill, I couldn't pay nothing. So basically, I lost my house. And since I lose my house, I lose my job. And you know what happens after that? They come knocking on the door. Where's our payments? Blah, blah, blah. We're going to lock you up because you ain't making your payment. How do you think? Just like I got to make out with Icehouse again. I love you, Icehouse. At least you ain't going to collect child support from me. But anyway, they sit there, they take everything from you, and then they threaten to lock you up. Honestly, if they lock you up, I think it'd be better, because while you in there, you get fed, you get a roof over your house, you can sleep all day long, you ain't got shit to worry about. So basically in there, they we're gonna lock you up, we'll throw you in jail. Throw me in jail. I ain't got shit to worry about in there. I ain't got to pay child support while I'm in there. What you do? Lock me up inside of jail? Throw me in jail inside of jail? I mean, get real. So that's a threat. That's actually more of a challenge than leaving us out here in the world trying to make that payment, when we'd be better off in there, and then we ain't got to worry about the payment because we're already in there. And the kids are still going without the money. Now here's another thing. Just like I got to make out with Icehouse again. They garnish my wages. Like I said, they take 80, sometimes 90% of my paycheck, and even with $6. I actually got a $6 check one time after working 30-something hours. My check would have been like $200-something. After I cashed it, it was $6. Yeah, that'll pay my rent and bills and blah, 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 blah. But you're a deadbeat. Now you sit there and think, what about the women? Women always complaining about, how am I supposed to live off of $20 now? Bitches, you didn't have to have a kid with the loser in the first place. Obviously, if you're crying about it now, you shouldn't have slept with him, had his kid. You ain't no better because you dependent on their money. So that means you can't get it yourself. You got to depend on his money. No, you ain't going to get it. And then when you guys do get it, y'all spend it on what it's not for. You get your hair done, your nails done. The kids don't even see it anyway. But the courts come after you for that money. And when they mail that little check off, the kids don't get it anyway. It's baby mama support. And here's another thing. I call. Just a second, I gotta make out with Icehouse. This is a great bitch. I'm telling you, Icehouse. This is the bitch you can keep in the house. And she's ice cold. What bitch ain't? No, I'm just messing with you ladies. Don't be calling me up, emailing me, and sending me hate letters, and opening mailbox and bombs being in and shit. But anyways, gotta make out with Icehouse. I called with my baby mama one time. And I asked my son what he gets as child support. I've been paying for I don't know how many years. I ain't never seen a dime from you. That's kind of funny. They garnish my wages every single paycheck. They take every single income tax from me. But none of my kids ever see a dime of it. Where's this money going? It's friend of the court support. It ain't child support. And then I call up the friend of the court complaining, why ain't they getting that money? We don't take none of that money. Where's that money just disappearing to? Friend of the court takes their dues. And they gonna try to tell you, don't get a lawyer. Yeah, that's more money out of our broke ass pockets that we ain't got in the first place. Icehouse break. I'm sitting here thinking, it's friend of the court support, it really is. And then, you know, like they'll make newspapers at the deadbeat dad section. No, they're getting the money. And the mamas and all that are pissed off and tripping because they ain't getting money. That's because the friends of the court are taking their dues first. So you sit there and think about it. That's supposed to be child support. The money's supposed to be going for the kids. But the court systems take what, you know, their little fees and dues out first. So think about that. The kids or the court. It's court support, I'm telling you. It don't make it. I can go on and on about this. You know, this is probably not even a funny skit, but it's the truth. It is serious to God's honest truth. And then they're so quick to throw you in jail. They're gonna throw you in jail because you ain't paying them anymore. It was never about the kids or the child support. Because if you think about it, they should just pass a law to abolish fucking child support altogether. Set up a government agency like all the welfare offices out there to just cut these, you know, single mothers or whatever, cut them a check every month because they're doing it anyway. The men, obviously, you keep throwing them in jail. They're making their payments. You still ain't getting your money, and it's costing you thousands of dollars to put these inmates in jail to feed them housing. It's costing y'all government system in front of the court more money then it's actually worth it. So just get rid of the child support, period, because obviously if the men are deadbeats, they're going to be deadbeats. They're in jail, right? They ain't making a payment. They ain't going to make a payment. You still ain't going to get money, but you're going to pay money to house them, to feed them, to jail them. Get with the program, friend of the court. You ain't friend of the court. You friend of yourself. You friend of money. Icehouse break. All you women, think about before you sleep with a motherfucker. If you ain't going to be with him, and then you leave him months later and try to get that child support, and then, oh, he's just a deadbeat. Bitch, you slept with him. He wasn't a deadbeat then. Was he a deadbeat when them legs were wide open popping that baby for him? No. Think about this, America. This is Breezy and Icehouse on child support. Yeah.